tender meal, my drink tray wobbling again. The imaginary tip counter hovering above the thirsty table was now in negative numbers. I'd be paying them for their drinks. I'll send a manager. I muttered as I turned away. Don't pig out on your free meals. Did you just call me a pig? The offended shriek silenced every conversation in the cafe. Oh, hell. Grimacing, I swung back to face the woman. You must have misheard. I didn't mishear anything. She straight up screamed. You called me a pig. Where is your manager? I glanced across the tables. The dinner rush halted by the spectacle. No managers in sight, but at my panicked look, another server zipped into the kitchen. We're leaving. I won't pay to be mocked and insulted. The woman shoved to her feet, frothing at the mouth with vindicated rage. Her companion shoveled one last mouthful of chicken down her gullet before scrambling up. If you could just wait one moment. I tried again. A manager will... Out of my way! Her fat hand shot out and shoved my drink tray. It flipped up, dumping all 6 beverages onto my chest. Liquid drenched my white blouse and glassware shattered on the floor, spraying shards over my legs as ice cubes skittered under tables. Anyone who's known me for more than an hour has an inkling of my temper. And by inkling, I mean I might as well wear a flashing sign that reads, Firecracker Redhead, beware. Or, if you're my ex-boyfriend, it reads, Don't stick it in, crazy gingers. I try my best, okay? I keep my mouth shut, I smile real polite, and I let the managers give free meals to every scamming asshole because the customer is always right, or whatever. But sometimes I react before I think. Which is why, as ice-cold liquid gushed down my front, I whipped my dripping tray right into the woman's smirking face. The plastic hit the side of her head with a shocking crack, and she stumbled backward, then fell on her well-padded butt. Her mouth hung open, eyes bugged out, Coke and beer and a hint of iced tea speckling her cheek. If the restaurant had been quiet before, now it was silent enough to be a new dimension. She pushed me first, I announced, my voice echoing in the silence. You all saw that, right? At my thirsty table, a middle-aged couple gave small, hesitant nods, and one guy grinned, shooting me a thumbs up. I could feel 100 eyes on me as, my blouse and apron dripping, I reached over the woman and picked up the 2 Alfredo plates, stacking them on my empty tray. The woman stared vacantly, but I knew better than to think I'd literally tray-slapped some sense into her. Once her shock wore off, she would start howling. Or wailing. 50-50 chance. I didn't call you a pig, I told her. But I should have called you a liar. You lied about your meal, then you assaulted me. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Her face purpled, eyes bulging even more. On the plus side, I added cheerfully, you're getting your food for free, just like you wanted. Have a nice day, and please never come again. With the 2 Alfredo plates on my tray, I waltzed past her, ignoring the ice cube lodged in my cleavage. Whispers erupted at every table as I counted in my head. I got to 3 before the noise erupted. Wailing. I knew it. A manager flew out of the kitchen and her glare blazed hot enough to grill some chicken all on its own. Wincing, I ducked through the doors into the back. The moment I appeared, the 2 line cooks whooped. Right in the face, Neil laughed, waving a spatula at the door's small window where he'd no doubt plastered his nose as soon as the shouting began. Wow, Dory, are you insane? Why do people always ask me that? I muttered as I set the tray down on the counter and checked my bare legs and sandaled feet for glass shards. I can't believe you. Tori. I flinched. The cafe owner stood at the end of the kitchen, her arms folded and her expression as black as her coffee. My innards melted with dread, but I straightened my shoulders and strode confidently toward her. In the dining area, the chickenless wonder had switched from wails to shrieks. Mrs. Blanchard, I can explain. Did you hit a customer? She pushed me first. Blanchard nudged her wire-rimmed glasses up and pinched the bridge of her nose. Tori, I've told you more than once that if a customer is antagonizing you, fetch a manager. I was trying to, but she...